Yo, 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 yo. Woo, peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. Happy Wednesday, happy Wellness and Wisdom Wednesday. Just coming in from the workout. Second day in a row, we got the workout in for the show. That means we got up earlier. We didn't go to sleep at 3 a.m. We went to sleep about 2 a.m., 2 something. Got up at about 6. Getting better, man, getting better. Things are shifting. All right, we're going to talk about all of that today on the show. Things are shifting, and I'm just so proud of who I am, who I've become. I was not always this way, this calm, cool, collected, peaceful, understanding, compassionate, graceful, forgiving guy. I was not always this person, and so it's good to be here, man. It's tough, it's challenging sometimes because the old me still, thoughts still creep in, and people play with me and my loved ones. I still have some thoughts, all right, but I don't act on any of them. Even the ones that's like curse somebody out, I don't even act on that, all right? I don't even get to curse somebody out, man. So let alone am I not so violent, I'm not so disrespectful, I'm not so aggressive, I am assertive, I am firm. And even then I'm learning to bend and be flexible and surrender control, right, to the divine, because as we said multiple times on the show, God plans. You want to make God laugh, tell God your plans. And in Islam, Allah, man plans, but Allah is the best of planners. And so we surrender everything to the divine power, to the divine source energy, understanding that God is all things, even the challenges, even the uncomfortable shit, even the pain. God is still there. God is still present. God actually orchestrated that shit for your ultimate benefit. Everything works together for the greater good, and that is my thought process. That's my train of thought. That is my mindset, my mind state. You can say it's my belief, what I think. It's my religious practice. Is to remain firm in that truth and that wisdom that all is divine, that everything is working to my greatest good, even when I don't understand it, especially when I don't understand it. And when things seem a little bleak, when things seem a little challenging, even more so, that is when it is working for my benefit. And so I just learned to lean in. I've learned to lean in, to trust the process, again, to surrender control, to let go, to count it all joy, man. But what's going on? I feel really fucking powerful and accomplished, right? The majority of my life, I've been both. I've been a night owl and an early bird, right? I've been a night owl and an early bird, both. And I've been both pretty much equally, right? I've been able to go to sleep really late and wake up really early. In the last few years, it's been really tough to get up as early as I would like to, right? I've obviously been able to do it sporadically, occasionally, but not as consistently as I would like to. I would like to get up between 3:30 and 4:30 a.m. I have not done that in a while. I've been going to sleep at 2, 3 a.m. So I'm like, all right, if I can get up at 6, 7, and sometimes I don't get up to right before the show, 8:30. I missed the show a couple of weeks ago because I was fucking sleeping, right? So yeah, man, shit is tough, but we navigating this shit, we building, we growing through it regardless. And I'm super grateful to be in this space. It's a space I never thought I would be in. I never knew existed until a few years ago, the space of inner bliss, of inner peace, right? Where things don't rattle you, right? Shit happens and you feel it, you able to process it, but it doesn't throw you off your course, right? Even if it sits you down. So yesterday, a crazy bout of nervousness came over me, right? I was supposed to go outside, talk to some people, and just nervousness came over me, right? I was anticipating my call with my children. I was thinking about all of the shit surrounding that situation, my parents' situation, man. Just all of that was on my mind and on my heart, and literally, like, my stomach just started bubbling, and like my hands it was just bad. I was like, I gotta sit down, and so I sat down, and I was like, I need to lay down. And I was like, I need to take a nap, and I took a nap. I napped for like an hour, and I was able to get up, and I was a lot more settled. And even now, I'm grateful again. Things happen, right? This is fucking life. Like, things are going to arise, challenges, nervousness, anxiety, fear, frustration, anger is all going to arise. It's not what happens, it's how you deal with what happens. And so I'm proud that I was able to recognize that I was off balance. I was able to recognize that I wasn't feeling my best. So I'm not going outside like this. I'm not going outside It's fucking 2 o'clock, right? It's 2 o'clock. There's a lot of people outside. It's hot. I don't want to get into no shit. I know I'm short-tempered right now. Not even short-tempered. I'm feeling some shit right now, and I don't want to give nobody this energy that doesn't deserve it, didn't do anything, right? Just because of maybe a look or a bump, right? I mean, I would never do nothing because of a look, right? But a bump and like, frustration, the way you say, yo, watch what you doing, the way you say, yo, pardon me, all of that in New York City could lead to some shit. And so I'm like, because I can recognize that, right? I'm able to overstand that. Not only have I been in situations where it was something so small that escalated, but I know many people and I know of many situations where something small happened and then it escalated because people did not know how to regulate their nervous system. As we spoke about yesterday, people did not know how to get back to balance. As we spoke about yesterday, how to center themselves. And so I'm glad that I got the tools. I got the tools and I got the wherewithal, the understanding, the knowledge to be like, you know what? Something is off right now. I'm not going outside like this. Let me sit my black ass the fuck down. Let me lay down. Let me take a motherfucking nap. All right. And I was able to take a nap. I woke up and things were okay. And I went outside and things didn't go well. Things went great in terms of nothing bad happened, but my children didn't happen. It didn't show up. Nothing happened. No communication from my ex-wife. All right. And that shit was frustrating. But again, I'm grateful. I didn't throw nothing. I didn't yell and scream, which I could have screamed. Right? I was in the park by the water. I could have yelled and screamed, and it would have been nothing. But I didn't. I sat there. I waited. I text Kimona, text Ray. And I sat there a little bit longer. I smoked a little bit, and I did a prayer over the water. And I went and watched I was going to watch the young people play basketball in my neighborhood, but the games were done. When I walked through, they were still playing, but when I got back, the games were done. But people were still outside, and I watched my friends shoot around and play out for money, and that was fun to watch. Right, that was fun to watch. People who thought they was gonna win lose bad, go out first. People who they doubted end up winning. Right, this young lady ended up winning $300 the first game. Right, it was $20 a person. They all put in, and that shit is dope. Yeah, man, just right. At one point, I'm sitting there, I'm eating my dry snacks, my guacamole, and on the other court, young people are playing, I guess 21, right? Teenagers and shit. And at one point, the ball is coming towards me. I don't even recognize it. I'm eating, but by the time I look up, the ball is right there. One of the young brothers runs, he catches it, like, yo, you know I love you, sugar. I ain't gonna let that happen to you. I ain't gonna let that happen to you. That shit just felt good, right? It just felt good. I had to look like, yo, who is that? I was like, oh shit, got rocks now. I'm like, that's my people's son, right? It just looks so different. He's so fucking grown up. I'm like, he's probably not even a teenager. No, he's probably fucking 22, 23. Shit crazy. But I feel great, man. I feel great. Whoa. Had to keep that ran off Mama Love. Big girl, happy wellness and wisdom Wednesday. We're going to stop this music. We're going to get to the show, man. Thanks you guys so much for tuning in. Once again, I'm your boy, your host, LaShawn Sugar Ray Marston. This is episode 671 of SR Daily. 671. I'm going to push forward to get 700 milestone episode Tuesday, August 25th. I'm going to speak to this organization in Astoria tomorrow. See if we could do it there. It's an indoor thing because I know that the community center has camp. I think camp's still going to be going on. I found out about that today, right? So I'm going to push forward, right, for a final closeout, for a final big celebration, close out the right way. Right, episode 700. Do the shit with a live audience. Do the shit in person. Do the shit with some interviews. Do the shit the way it's supposed to be fucking done. But listen, man, let's go to the notes. Once again, today is Wednesday, July 15th, 2026, episode 671. We're gonna start our first segment of the day. Is a quote of the day. Today's quote is: "The external circumstances can never depict the full truth of what's going on internally." My bad. I put eternally. Internally. Let's read that one more time. The external circumstances can never depict the full truth of what's going on internally. And eternally, it makes sense, right? Because too often, many of us allow our situation, allow our circumstances that may be uncertain, our situation that may look a little bleak, we allow that to impact how we feel about what's happening, right? Which is, again, understandable. But I'm here to remind you all that the external world, the shit could be fire, it could be brimstone, but internally you could be at peace. Internally, you could know that this fire, this brimstone, this storm, this earthquake, this hurricane, this tornado, this fucking earth-shattering storm is leading to something beautiful. And it is something beautiful even though it's destructive, it is part of the beautification process. It is part of the purification process. It is important to understand that. It is important to understand that. It is important to understand that the external circumstances can never depict the full truth of what's going on internally. Your situation may look bleak and your circumstances may be uncertain, but your internal world holds what is true. If you are rooted in that faith, if you are rooted in that connection, that you are one with God, that you are part of God, that you are one with the all, that everything is not going to work out, but it is worked out. And this uncertainty, this delay, this detour, right? This frustration, this anger is leading you somewhere, is pointing you somewhere. It's part of the process of becoming. We are all in the process of becoming. Please understand, and understand that the biggest tree that you see, the most delicious fruit that you enjoy, once came from a seed that was so small that had to crack open. It had to crack open and it had to fight, right? It had to work through, right? The earth, and it had to work through the soil, and it had to work through and work around all of the roots of the other trees and the other plants and the ants and the bugs, and it had to work through all of that shit. But look what it became. It's something that you love. It's something that you will say is beautiful. So then the question becomes, what is your mindset? What is your mind state? What is your heart space? And what is your spiritual stamina like? That becomes the question. What is your mind state? What is your heart space like? And what is your spiritual stamina like? Because the kingdom of heaven is always within. What's outside has no true meaning. Lean into this wisdom. And this was inspired by the prayer call this morning. Shout out to Kimona, man, babe. She put me onto this CSC, Celebration Spiritual Center, husband and wife, doing these weekly prayer calls and weekly service. And shit is powerful, man. It's a new thought school. New thought, right? Spiritual center. Super powerful, man. Super powerful, super divine. The brother be on point so much today. This is pretty much a thing that the kingdom of heaven is within, and your external circumstances do not determine what's going on inside, what you know to be true, what you hold to be true, in the direction that you are guiding your thoughts and where your spirit rests. Powerful shit. Let's go to our second segment of the day, right? We got a couple of long segments. Sefu Sankofa, what's going on, my brother? Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. Second segment of the day, need to know news. Today is a very, very, very significant date, right? Today, news we're going to talk about July 15th today. But even before that, we're going to go into the Barbault basket, Barbault, the Barbault basket, and get into why today is so fucking important. So the Barbault basket is named after a renowned French astrologer, Andre Barbault. Barbault's basket is an extraordinarily rare geometric pattern in mundane astrology formed by the outer planets. Now, mind you, I've said multiple times, and I am not so keen on astrology and when the planets are moving and what they mean specifically. I don't know. I can read, I can research, of course, like anybody else, right? But it's not something that I study. However, I will say that I am 100% aligned. And an X, who, according to, in my perspective, is one of the dopest astrologers I've ever met. I've met a few dope astrologers. She's one of the dopest, right? Said that I am the most aligned person she's ever met. She says, how the fuck you are always doing what you're supposed to be doing? She says, looking at your chart, you're supposed to be doing this, and you're doing that shit. Like, she says, I give people readings, and like, I got to tell them, like, yo, you should be doing this, you should be doing that, you should look at this, you should look at that. She says, you already doing it, you already talking about it. Right, even down to the post I made this morning, I was like, I'm on top of the world, right? And literally part of today's thing in the next few days is like getting on top of some circumstances, getting on top of some responsibilities. Powerful shit. Anyway, the outer planets. It occurs when Jupiter, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto gather extraordinarily close to the same exact degree in their respective signs, forming harmonious aspects with one another and mapping out a basket shape of the zodiac wheel. Astrologers tracking the basket configuration, most notably during its peak, associate this rare alignment with profound collective transformations. So now let's talk about the visionary, Andre Barbault, born in 1921, the year my grandfather was born, no coincidence, transitioned in 2019, right? So what's that, 99 years old? Yeah, 2021, been 199, right? 98. Andre Barbault is highly regarded for decades of research on how long-term cycles of outer planets correlate to global economic, political, and historical shifts. He is famously known in the field for mathematically mapping these outer planet cycles, his cyclic index, and for predicting major collective milestones such as the 1989 fall of the Soviet Union and the 2020 global health crisis. The geometric pattern. On the zodiac wheel, the planets form an open cradle-like shape. The tension points in the formation feature a rare Jupiter-Pluto opposition that forms the top of the basket, while the slow-moving outer planets, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, sit in the base, tethered together by supportive aspects like trines and sextiles. Collective transformation. Astrologers believe the convergence of these slow-moving generational planets initiates a wave of profound societal reorganization. What's going on right now? A lot of stuff is going on politically, socially, across the globe, right? Because these outer planets change signs so slowly, a geometric alignment of this nature only appears after long intervals. It is widely viewed by practitioners as a period of significant technological breakthroughs, shifting global consciousness and the gradual restructuring of outdated systems. So now, why does today matter, right? This shit is a powerful shit. Look this shit up, guys. The Barbault basket or Barbault configuration. Look this shit up. Get into this shit. I said it a few days ago, a few weeks ago, a few shows ago, whatever the fuck it was. It's like, pay attention to the energy around you. Pay attention. Talk to the people who study the planets, man. As above, so below. What's going on up there is going on down here. As within, so without. What you feel in here manifest out here. The shit is all connected, right? So now today, July 15, 2026, marks the official opening of the primary activation window for Barbault's basket. I'm about to cry because I don't believe that there's anything such as a coincidence. Last night I was supposed to do a Zoom call with my children. They did not show up. I processed it. I felt it. I felt the anger. I felt the frustration. I continued on with my evening. Right, this is before knowing this shit. Right, I learned this shit middle of the night. Right, something came to me. I looked at some shit. I came across a feed on Instagram. Like boom, bap. This is connected. Right, but this shit is divine, man. Gradual restructuring of outdated systems. The way we've done things. I'm in court for my children, and I am planning to fight all the way to change the way they treat fathers and to change the way we look at children's needs. Right? It is financial. Yes, it is mental. It is emotional. It is spiritual. It is all of those things. And sometimes the parent that seems to be the most together is not. All right, but that's a conversation for another day. Anyway, today, July 15th, right, the official opening of the primary activation for Barbault's basket. Astrologers point to today as the day the energy shifts from a slow background cosmic buildup into an active, tangible catalyst for global and personal transformation. Know that my brother from Africa is here, from Kenya, Nairobi, Kenya. Finished some stuff at the UN today. Wanted to meet tonight, but I'm like, tonight's not good. We're going to meet tomorrow. Right? Again, global. I was telling my boy yesterday, I started writing a program about 15 years ago, from projects to pyramids, connecting young people from Queensbridge, right, in inner city America to young people in Africa. There are other exchange programs where young people go to Italy and they go to Denmark, and all of that shit is cool, right? All of that shit is cool. Let's bring our young black boys, our young black girls to the motherland, to Africa, right, and to other indigenous parts of the world, right, to meet indigenous groups in different parts of the world, should I say. But yeah, anyway, today kicks off a highly anticipated 10-day period, July 15th to July 24th, where the real planetary alignment begins to heavily influence world events and personal paths. While today matters, cosmic milestones. Several major energetic shifts are initiating today to construct the basket shape. The blueprint activates. Today, Uranus forms an exact sextile aspect with Neptune. This harmonious link locks the base of the basket into place, bridging technological innovation with spiritual courage. The countdown to the peak begins. Today is day one of the build-up towards July 19th to 20th, which is when the alignment reaches its exact mathematical peak, the 4 degrees. Alignment locks in. The key planets involved, Jupiter, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, are officially converging on the 4th degree of their respective zodiac signs, generating a highly concentrated cosmic frequency. What this means for the collective, according to mundane astrology experts, this window triggers a massive reset button for humanity. It initiates shifts in power structures, sparks the creation of a decentralized new internet, and prompts global dialogues about how society organizes its systems and resources. How do you use today's energy? because today initiates a powerful cradle-like system, a support system in the cosmos. Astrologists suggest using this date to 1, initiate new conversations, lean into Uranus and Gemini by sharing fresh ideas or starting innovative projects, audit personal power, reflect on where you are ready to experience a personal breakthrough. I promise you guys, all I'm thinking about the last few days, the last few weeks are personal breakthroughs. How do I break through personally in terms of I'm shifting the way I do things. My boy called me the other day, right? I don't know what my boy called me the other day. He's like, yo, I got this idea, I got this concept. Is this, is that, is the way I used to do things, right? And it's what he knows me for. And I'm like, I'm not doing things like that no more. I'm changing the way I do things, right? I'm doing things like this. This is my focus. I could tell in his voice that he was let down. I could tell in his voice that he was disappointed. It's my boy I've known for over 15 years, done a bunch of organizing with him, stood on the front lines with him. And I have to tell him that I'm not doing things the way I used to do things, right? I'm reflecting on where I'm ready to experience a personal breakthrough in my activism career, in my art career, and in my business, right? In my business, I'm building 2 companies at the same time. The shit is difficult, some shit I've never done before, right? But we doing this shit, we learning, we figuring it out. Somebody on TikTok, people keep commenting. I love it. You gotta love when the trolls comment. They call it nonsense, but they still stuck watching. That's a bar. They love to comment. They call it nonsense, but they still stuck watching. You gotta love this shit. The internet is a beautiful place. It's a beautiful place because it tests you. It tests your focus. It tests your commitment to your growth. People just be talking nonsense, right? And also, this is the time to set your mid-year intentions. Channel the harmonious air and fire placements to make bold, visionary choices regarding your long-term future. Future is very important that we remember that word. The program that I am launching is your future self, right? Your future self coaching program, 12-week coaching program that, again, if you know me, you know the journey, you know where I come from, you know what I've been through, you know that I am living my dream, right? I am doing exactly what I want to be doing, waking up every day, owning my time, right? Focus, not wasting time on the internet, commenting on people shit who I don't like or I don't agree with, all right? But anyway, let's go to our third segment of the day. Today's third segment is a tip of the day. Today's tip is more so of a reminder to be so committed to your legacy and what you are building that the temporary discomfort, uncertainty, failures, and struggles do not deter you from what's true and long-standing. This is ancient wisdom. This is the way to be so committed, to be so determined, to be so focused on a long-term goal, on your legacy, on what you're building, that the temporary setbacks, that the temporary frustration, that the temporary uncertainty, discomfort, the losses, the failures, the disappointments, the heartbreaks, all of that shit do not deter you. You feel it, you process it, and you get right back on and you keep fucking going. That's it. You just keep fucking going. You just keep going. Just keep fucking going. It's that simple. It's literally that simple, man. Be so committed to your legacy and to what you're building that the temporary discomfort, uncertainty, failures, and struggles do not deter you from what is true and long-standing. This is ancient wisdom, and I am somebody who I say this shit because this is my life, right? This is real life. I'm not gonna share no shit with you that I haven't lived and am not currently living. Like, this is not some shit I read. It's not some shit I heard. It was like, oh, this shit sounds good. Let me put this out there. It's like, nah, like, how much have I lost? All right, I've lost so much. I've failed so much, right? I've been through so much turmoil. I've experienced so many setbacks. However, the focus, my commitment to my long-term goal, right, to building a world where people are taken care of, where people's basic needs are met, to heal the world and make it a better place. That is the life mission. I'm so committed to manifesting that. I'm so committed to helping people become their best selves. I am so committed to becoming my best self. I'm so committed to helping the people in my neighborhood, Queensbridge Projects, recognize that it's not just a project, it's not just a fucking ghetto, but it is a kingdom full of people who do not know that they are royalty, right? It is a palace full of people who do not know that they are emperors and empresses, kings and queens, right? Princes and princesses. Right? They don't know, they forgot who they were. They were tricked into believing that they were animals. My job is to help them rise the fuck up, rise above, as I mentioned the other day. Rise above, rise up, tap into their motherfucking fullest potential, right? Tap into themselves, tap into their core, who they truly are, right? Beyond circumstance, beyond the external, right? Who they are internally, that love that's in their heart, that big vision. We talk about dreams, we talk about imagination. Understand that imagination is everything. Einstein said it is the coming attractions, right? It is the peek into what's coming for your life. If you can imagine it, is because it already exists for you in some degree. All right. But let's go to our fourth and final segment of the day before we get out of here. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'm also fasting today, man. No food, no water, no weed, right? No nothing like that, man. We're gonna fast today, man. We got a big day tomorrow, so we got some things we need to do today. Got some conversations we need to have on the phone. Gotta go out, be out today. Of course, I would, right, or not I, because this shit is not my choice. This is a call from Divine Spirit. Would align things in this way where one of the hottest days, right? Today is fucking 97, 98 degrees. I'm called to fast. No water, no juice, no food, no nothing. But if you know me, I love this shit. I've done this shit in hotter temperatures, harsher temperatures for a longer time than just 30 hours, right? I'm gonna do this shit to tomorrow at about 12 o'clock. I'll break fast, right? So a little more than 30 something hours, 36 hours or so. Anyway, let's go to our fourth and final segment, right? Today's build of the day, we're going to talk about affirmative prayer. So, again, Kimona put me on to CSC, Celebration Spiritual Center, which is the New Thought Spiritual Community. And listening to their prayer calls the last few months, I'm like, whoa, this shit is powerful. This shit is dope. They're speaking my language. The husband and wife, they're speaking my language. And so this morning, prayer call was powerful, and it just made me want to look up more like what is affirmative prayer, right, according to them, because I know that how my prayer has changed from, oh, please let me, please give me, can I please have, to thank you for, right, like speaking it as it already is, speaking as if I'm already there, as if I already have that which I desire, right? And even growing past that is like, what can I desire if I have everything, if I'm already aligned? So it's just about attuning to the frequency, right, which is something that I've been doing for a long time now, right, and helping people attune to the frequency of their own heart's desires, right? So anyway, according to the Celebration Spiritual Center, CSC, affirmative prayer is the act of speaking what is already spiritually true about you and your life, rather than begging or pleading with God for help. Because God is seen as an ever-present, all-good force living in, through, and as you don't need to change God's mind. Instead, affirmative prayer, which is often called spiritual mind treatment, changes your mind. So it's about changing your mindset, right? I've heard through many of my religious journeys, right? Christianity, Islam, Judaism, Buddhism, Hinduism, Taoism, right? Vedic, Krishna consciousness shit. Like, I've been through all of the centers and just connecting with different folks to build this better world, to heal this world. I've come to understand, right? It's about your mindset, right? They say take one step towards God, God takes 5 steps towards you, right? That's the same. You got to change your mindset, because again, you are one with God. You are one with the all. So spiritual affirmative prayer is an effective tool used to align your thoughts with divine possibilities. There are 5 steps to affirmative prayer. So at CSC and other centers rooted in the science of mind philosophy, affirmative prayer is a 5-step practice designed to shift your consciousness. Step 1 is recognition. God is. Your acknowledgement that there is only one power and presence in the universe, and it is entirely good. Step 2 is the unification. I am. Understanding. You state your oneness with the divine. Since God is all there is, you are part of God, and God is being you. You are God manifest in human form. You are God manifest in the form of a man, in the form of a woman, in the form of your circumstances, your situation, where you were born, how you look. You are God experiencing itself in this form, right? Step 3 is realization, which is the declaration. You mentally speak your desired good into reality. You describe your healing, your abundance, or peace as if it already is happening right here and right now. Step 4 is the gratitude phase, is Thanksgiving. You express deep gratitude for this good, accepting it as already done. I said, thank you for bringing my children closer to me. Thank you for all of the things, right? Thank you, as if it already is. Step 5 is to release. You let go of the prayer, you trust the creative process, and you surrender the outcome to the divine. You do not try to control the outcome. You do not try to say, well, this is how it needs to be. This is how it has to look. You literally, this is why meditation is important. This is why fasting is important. This is why it is absolutely important to be able to center yourself, to be able to have discernment, to let go of all of the other shit that you don't need, so that you can hear the direction that you need to go. Because sometimes you've been going right your whole life and you think you should go right, but Spirit is telling you this time go left, and right may be the shortest way. But if you go left, it may take a little bit longer, but it may be something on the path that you need to pick up. There may be something on the path that you need to pick up. So let go of the prayer, trust the creative process, and surrender the outcome to the divine, often concluding with the phrase, and so it is. Ashe, 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 and so it is. And that's how I pray. That's how I've been praying for a while. That's what led me to this brother and sister with CSC who is doing this thing, who moved up the country and is doing big things, who I'm looking forward to connecting with, who are doing something that I want to be part of, right? And you know me, man. I just want to align with all of the dope people doing dope shit so we can all do dope shit together, because I do dope shit. I got a shirt that say epic shit only. If you haven't seen it, you will one day. But listen, guys, that's our show for today, man. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I can't believe this troll stayed the whole time. That's incredible. That's how you know. You got to love social media, because people talk shit about you, but then watch your whole shit. And you got to give thanks for the haters, because they help make you great. Yo, I love you guys, man. I appreciate you guys. Once again, I'm your boy, your host, LaShawn Sugar Ray Morrison. This is episode 671 of SR Daily, episode 671 of SR Daily, with personality meets enlightenment. Please do tune in tomorrow, same time, same place, 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. right here on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and of course TikTok Live. I'm your brother. I'm your friend. I am you. You are me. We are us, and together we rise. Remember, it ain't getting knocked down. That's the problem. It's staying down. So get up! The power is in you. As always, be kind to yourself and be kind to each other. Peace and love. Have a beautiful Monday. It's not Monday, it's Wednesday. Do something for yourself today. Take a walk, do a run, take a cold shower, cold bath, throw some cold water on you. All right. Eat some fruit, eat some vegetables, fast. Do something for your health today. Mental health, physical health, emotional health, spiritual health, financial health, social health, all of the parts of you. Do something for yourself today, man. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Peace.